Presenting tonight from California Broadcasting, our Sunday evening show, Mack Daddy, with featured guests Gerardo Iniguez, David Allen, and Diego Knight. And now, let's welcome our comedian and actor, Mackenzie Joseph.
Hey, how are you doing tonight? I can hear you. How are you doing tonight? Wonderful, wonderful. Listen up. Every compulsive gambler has a story to tell, explaining how they became addicted to the game. Mine started when my girlfriend came to me and said, "Honey, I'm pregnant." I said, "Oh my God." She said, "What?" I said, "My dreams." Then she said, "Honey, I'm so excited to see you happy about the news." But one thing she was missing was when I said, "Oh my God, my dreams." It was because I went into panic seeing all my dreams passing in front of my eyes. You know, there is a controversy among nations in the European continent. British people think they are better than French people. And French people think they are better than Spanish people. And that controversy will never stop. When I was in Spain, there were rumors that British and Romanian were big-time pickpockets. Since I have British friends and Romanian friends, I had no problem with that because they seems to me nice people. But one day I decide to experience myself what's going on. Then I take an airplane from Spain to London. When I get to London, I decided to go dancing. The place that I picked to go dancing, I can remember the name of this place. It was Ministry of Sounds. When you get to London, if you want to have a great time, I recommend you to go to this place. What makes the place amazing is not only is huge, when you get inside, they have different type of musics. So I decided electronic music, going and dancing, looking at Tiesto and all other people dancing. But at the bar I was having a drink before going there, next to me was a lady. We started to have a small talk. In our first small talk, she said that was her birthday. As a gentleman, when somebody say that's her or his birthday, I take it in consideration because this is something special. So I bought for her a bottle of champagne, which is unusual to do when you first met a stranger. But I did it because it was her birthday. Next things I know, she was kissing me all over, and I was enjoying it. At the corner, there was a guy looking at me, and I remember he winked at me like this and give me a thumbs up. like saying, "Congrats, man, you have her before me." As they said, money talk, BS walk, right? That's right, I got her before you. After that, I joined another group that wanted to go to a secret place. When we got to the place, after making a long line, the security guard didn't let me in, and when I was asking him what's the reason he didn't let me in, he was saying because of the way I was dressing, he might confuse me with a CIA or a KGB. I kept pushing, trying to get in. But on my back was a British guy with his girlfriend. They were pushing me as well. Now, it wasn't 1 versus 1, it was 3 versus 1. I could not take that anymore. So I get out of the line and take a cab going to the hostel where I was staying. When I get to the cab, I was searching in my pocket and my wallet was gone. My wallet was gone, just like that. Then I started thinking, oh my God, the British guy with his girlfriend was the one who took my pocket wallet. And I was laughing so hard. The cab driver said to me, "Man, what makes you so happy?" I said, "You know what? My wallet got stolen. But before that happened, I knew what was going to happen. So before going to the place, I emptied my wallet and left a note for the thief." Then the cab driver said to me, "What's the note said?" What I wrote down in the note was, "I got you, scumbag, shame on you." There was another experience that I lived when I first had my first boy. You know, before telling you that story, I would like to ask you, have you ever seen a less experienced person trying to teach a master? Please raise your hand if you had. Thank you. Thank you. I consider myself a master when it comes to women. I know how to treat them, I know how to love them, and I know how to satisfy them. When I was younger, I dated over 300 women in my life from different countries and different nationalities. Today I'm not proud of myself by telling you that jokes, but back then it was fun. I tried to conquer the world. Every woman that I dated, I put it in my notebook with their names because I tried to reach the alphabet. Every time I put their name in my notebook, I was going like this. I got you. I got you. I got you. But one day, I went out of luck. My mother found my notebook. She got very upset at me. She tear the notebook, slapped me on the face, and said, "This is not how you were raised, boy. You better stop." After tearing apart my notebook, I lose the numbers where I was at. But I could remember the only letter in the alphabet that I missed was the letter U. So I went to some of my friends telling them the story, and one of them suggested me by saying, Mack, I suggest you to try man. I say, why is that? He said, that's a better way to reach the alphabet. And I say, no, thank you. Not interested. I was talking to a friend of mine. His name is Tommy Jensen, a very nice guy. He's from Wisconsin. We are good friends though. And I said, Tom, my baby has changed my life. I don't want to be a gigolo anymore. Tom has a certain way to say things. And Tom said to me, Mack, all you need to do is to wear a condom. As a master in women, I got to teach Tom a lesson. And I say, Tom, this may not work if you have it big. My little girlfriend was from Chicago. She was a Shaman woman. She believes in the spirit connection, and she usually takes drugs to connect with them. She was so good on what she was doing, she got me under her spell for over a year. One day, she decided to operate on me without my consent. I remember she gave me a little piece of chocolate and she took another piece of chocolate. The chocolate was delicious though, I must admit. But I never expect the effect of the chocolate. Then, after she put the chocolate in my mouth, after half an hour, I started to feel weird. And then I asked her, what did you do to me? No answer. She started asking me, all of a sudden, what do you see? I said, I saw purple color. She said, that's good. That's God. You can see your father right there and your ancestor. Go with them. I say, no, I don't want to go there. You see, in my mind, if I was going there, there was no return because they were all dead people. She said, go with them. I say, no, I don't want to go there. The chocolate effect started to get down. And from nowhere, the chocolate hit me back, bang! And this time, I wasn't seeing purple color anymore, and this time I saw myself turning into a shaman man, and I was going like this. Oh, 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 oh. It was a non-stop dancing and chanting. Oh, 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 oh. Then, when my body could not take it anymore, I just lie on the bed. The next episode was worse. When I lie on the bed, I started to have seizures. And I heard she said, oh, you're having seizure. if this is getting worse, I'm going to call my partner in order to come over to check on you. Then I say to myself, Mack, you need to get yourself out of there, because if this thing come down, it's not going to be 1 versus 1, it's going to be 2 versus 1. Then I tried to call my friend Joe, and I could not connect with him because my girlfriend said, get off the phone right now. Thank God I fall asleep. And the next day, when I wake up, I saw her next to me. And I said, what did you do to me last night? I can remember everything. What did you do to me last night? What did you give me? She said, what I gave you was a THC. As I am no expert in drugs, I went to see a friend of mine, telling him what happened to me in order to know what's going on. And my friend was laughing. I say, what? He said, what she gave to you was not a THC. It was a LSD. I said, how do you know? He said, because I used to be a drug addict. Crazy. Knowing the truth now, I went back to her. I said, you know what? Love has its limit. This relationship is over. Grab your stuff, I'm going to take you home. She grabbed her stuff, and I took her home. When she was about to get off the car, she said, honey, I'm so sorry. Would you like to have another piece of chocolate? She almost killed me, and now she was offering me another piece of chocolate. There was a time I was a captain saving her. It got started when I was in college. One of my teachers liked me a lot. I knew it after making eye contact with her. But there was nothing I could do because the school policy was not to get involved with teachers. But one day was my lucky day. It was late at night. I was in my neighborhood, and I saw a lady at the corner crying. When I approached her, trying to help, it was my teacher. Then I asked her, what's wrong? She said, my husband cheated on me. I said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But if you want to take revenge, I'm here for you. Then she leaned on me crying. So I took her to my room for 2 hours revenge. Yes. There was a time I was a captain saving her. But what I noticed, not all whores wanted to be saved. Me and my latest girlfriend from Chicago, we had a good thing going. We had love, we had like, and we had lust. But the problem was that drugs got her down, and I tried to save her. One day, we went to salsa dancing. When we get to the club, there was a security guard wearing a police officer uniform. But my girlfriend didn't care. She went and plugged a vape pen. And I say, "What are you doing?" She said, "Don't worry, they don't know what it is. The vape pen is an electronic pen that people use to smoke weed." Imagine 2 foreigners in Mexico carrying drugs. That could be a felony. After 5 or 10 minutes, I saw the security guard going outside speaking on radio. And I knew something was wrong. And I told my girlfriend, "Grab your stuff right now, let's get out of here." When we left the place, on our way driving, there were cops everywhere. And I guess they were searching for something that didn't belong to them. So in order to get rid of the cops, my girlfriend and I enter a residential neighborhood going to a restaurant. After 2 or 3 hours, we decided to drive back home. When I was driving back home, I could not believe it. My girlfriend plugged in my car the vape pen. And I said, "After all we have been through, girl, if you want to destroy your life, go do it. But please, don't destroy mine." This is when I realized not all whores want to be saved. My name is Mackenzie Joseph. That's the story of my life. Thank you.
Thank you. Be sure to join us next week when we present our Sunday evening show featuring Mackenzie Joseph along with Geraldo Iniguez, David Allen, and Diego Knight. So, for now, from California, on behalf of Mack Daddy Show, thanks for joining us and see you next week.